So we have banks everywhere closing accounts. And we're not just talking like America, we're talking everywhere. So your account, it might kind of look like that. Can't get into that vault to go ahead and unload. Oh, hold on, this is very heavy. All of your gold bars, or maybe your silver shekels, or whatever you guys use. But what they're also doing, because you know the government's going to be like, oh, this is illegal. You can't have that kind of tinder or tender. They for those of you that know or don't know, I'm sure you probably, if you've subscribed to my channel, you know the government actually said, give us your gold or you're going to jail. And actually right now they're taking out their little pocket protector, and if you do things that are naughty, because they're like Santa Claus, they're actually putting check marks in the back end to see like, this guy could be fraud. He came in last week wearing a MAGA hat. Ooh, that'll definitely get your account closed. Also, if you think cue the fire, the past fire in the banking system was like, whoo, we dodged that bullet. Well, it's heating up again. And Bank of England just warned in the last 24 hours, stability risk. And holy smokes, it is July, remember? CBDC coming to a bank near you. Oh, but there's nothing to worry about, Bravo, because they would have to change the Constitution. Well, I got some documentation for you to make your head spin around. Oh, and also because I know you guys like stonks. You like making your digits go higher. I have some really bad news for you. Everyone's leaving the building. Well, maybe you're not, depending on if you're an investor. I'll get to this. You know when you have that extreme greed, what usually follows extreme greed? Well, I'll give you one guess. Extreme fear. And every time we come into these little numbers, well, I kind of giving it away over there. You really don't see any black line under that, do you? But you guys will finally get your wish of that sell off. That's what we want. Well, I want a reversal. I'm not shorting it in a bull market. I wait for the reversal. That poof is where the money comes in. Banks may be wrongly closing your account and your account, or silently, right? Where's my pocket protector? Marking them for fraud. I wonder why. And you see what's happening in the back end is like two people getting a divorce. Well, prior to that, right? All of a sudden the dude, we'll just take the dude because whatever, okay? I'll just go with the dude's the bad guy in this scenario. All of a sudden, money starts disappearing. And I don't remember my husband having 3 cell phones. That's weird. Well, that's because he's probably getting prepared. And that's what is going on behind the scenes. UK bank under fire for erroneously, that was a hard word, sorry, closing customers' accounts. Oh, that's such old news, Bravo. What are you talking about? Hold on. I swear I'm pinching to zoom. Pinch to zoom. I guess I have to send my pinch button back. July 15th. Hey! Oh my golly, Wally, that's today. But now my question is, what is the solution to all of this banking control? Because it's going to get more. You can fight it, which I don't think the sheeple will. You could just say, you know what? From now on, babe, we're moving it all into Bitcoin. So when you go to the supermarket, pay with Bitcoin. Or all that silver that we have, huh? Because we stack. We're stackers. We pay with that. No. How about our gold bars? No, we can't do that. Huh. Oh, I know. How about all of that currency that we have? Oh, they're going to do away with that. And also what you guys need to understand, there is a chess game being played with you. And they have it all covered. And they're making their moves. But the people are like, oh, come on. They'd have to change the Constitution to be able to do something like that. Oh, you know that pesky Constitution that always gets in the way, that no one ever follows because the people don't hold the people that you elect to the fire? No state shall make anything, nothing, but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. Huh, the Constitution. What's that? Oh, also, hey, you click that like. Thank you. Because I put in all this work for you because I love you. I want to protect, hopefully, your money, maybe help you think a little bit. Gosh, it's like everything that the system has created, I have to like unwind. When just get kids in high school, I'm like, all right, everything that you've learned, throw it all out the window. And then when I see you in the college class, throw all that out the window. I'll tell you how it all works. Ghost of Crisis Past. I thought Jamie Dimon said everything was fine. Huh. Actually, that interview was, I laughed out loud when he's like, well, we had so many problems with the monetary system. It's not like, oh, wait, because it's a lot worse this time. It's only 21 trillion in office buildings. Reappears? What? Guys, nothing has changed. You see the Fed tightening? Yeah, yep, check. Anything else? All of you guys moving your money out of the bank? Yep, check. Bank of England warns of financial stability risks from, well, just about everything. Treasury bond trades. You think I'm going to leave my money in the bank account? I say hell to the no. I did. I locked in a 6%. That was just a 1 month. That went away. So, you know, if they would give it to me for a year, that would be pretty cool. It is kind of exhausting having to move your money all the time. You guys learned that on this channel too. Retail money market funds continue, right? Because the Fed is, well, maybe intentionally, I don't know. You know, 400 PhDs later, continue to see inflows and banks' usage of the Fed's emergency bailout mechanism. There's an emergency bailout mechanism that all the banks are rushing to, pushed back near record highs again. Yeah, but I haven't seen it on CNBC that the bank shut down yet. But as we also, there's squirrels. I have to explain something, guys. You have your 5 major banks, right? Bank of America, right? Your big ones. Chase, these guys own the Fed. Well, they own pieces of it, percentage. Maybe if I had to guess, if I had to throw some salami at the wall and then my dog will come in here and lick it off, I'd say I'd give Chase 25% when it was enacted a little over 100 years ago. Okay, it was a charter. The Fed, it was a charter, and the banks, and they all colluded. Long story. But those guys aren't going away. It's the little ones, and they want to consolidate. So it's the 5, the Fed, CBDC, government control over you, and no one knows anything. And they're like, oh, I didn't even know that. Like, you may have not have known that even happened. But as we noted previously, tonight's bank deposits data is anyone's guess, given the bad word. And thank you, Bloomberg, for that. I'll have to go look that word up. But anyways, you guys, I think the CBDC is going to be probably the worst thing that's ever happened in any of our lifetimes at all. Completely. It's going to be and the people don't know. They don't see it. And they tried it once right before they locked you down. They have already had it all set. Banking for All Act. Everyone gets, I'll show you. It was a bill, and it didn't get something. It was digital dollars. This is how digital wallets, member banks. Hey, those are the 5. They had it already set up. When did they have it set up? This is before they locked you down. March 23, 2020. The Senate, the United States, banking. Okay, and I don't know what was the problem, because that's how you were supposed to get your stimmy, and then they said no, we can't do it that. I don't know. They didn't have something. It wasn't all lined up. The chess game wasn't set to their standard. Like, give us a couple more years on this one, because this one has to be a win. Here's an excerpt from the recent Bank of it's the BS report, which is produced in conjunction with 7 leading central banks, including the Fed. Okay, so maybe it's 7 that own the Fed. Legislation, you get it? Here it is. Legislation. I don't think they need it. They'll just do whatever they want. Legislation may need to be enacted or adjusted to specifically authorize the issuance and distribution of retail CBDC. So let's see. You think they're going to do it? I'm going to give this one 99%. 99%. They've spent so much time everything, aligning the chess game. They're gonna win. You don't think they're just gonna be like, yeah, let's go boating. Bravo, but how does this all affect my digits? Well, a lot. I mean, this is, oh, and if you have those evil XRP tokens, right? The bank's like, and I know someone, he couldn't even get a loan because he has cryptocurrency. They would not give him a loan for the castle that he wanted to buy. Yeah, I know, right? Well, he shouldn't be wanting to buy a castle. Anyways, he bought a castle. But that was on the bank rejected him because of he owns cryptocurrencies. The banks don't like crypto. Look what's happening in the courts. It's because it goes outside of their little chess game. But now back to your digits. Guys, everyone's left the building. Just FYI. Extreme greed. What follows extreme greed? Extreme fear. And now I want to show you in the charts every time we get to these levels, and I'll circle it for you. What color would you like with our magic brush? See? Here. 67 and 89. What happens? Dump. And then it goes up. See, this is what I'm waiting for right there. Go ahead, dump, get the sell off. A 68.83 reading. That was a big dump. And then we got a swing trade. Great. Then we have another dump. Then we have another top. This is like every single time. Boom, down. Swing trade, up. Another top, down. Swing trade, up. I think you know where we're going with this one. Down, okay? Swing trade up. This one was great. This is the S&P 500. I did that was a 4. I scored a 4 out of 5. That was pretty good on that one. I did a little dumb move on that one. I shorted. You don't short under the 200. That's because we're in a bull market. So it was like, I don't know. If I had to do the 200, it kind of looked like that. So you ride it up. This is your top again. If I had to guess, we're probably going to come down into my hair. And look at these readings. 93 and an 80. Guys, this is big. This is not like, something small, which I'm familiar with the latter part. I don't want that to happen to you. And now what I want to do is I'll show you a chart when I'm saying like everyone's left the building. Everyone and their mother, if you guys trade options, which I promise, don't talk about it until I'm ready to teach about it. But everyone has been long. 100x long. Everything's long. And then the dealers, they got to come along for the ride. The dealers have to meet because there's always a middleman. One person's like, you're on one side, I'm on the other. How are we going to connect? You need a moneymaker. You need a dealer, someone in the middle. What you're seeing is called a negative gamma. I promise I'll never use that word ever again. All the hands go up and clap. See, like being a teacher, I already know. I'm like, okay, don't use that word. But anyways, it's all stopped, okay? Everything has stopped. Or should I say they have stopped buying calls. What's a call? What's a put? What's an option? Okay, look at red bar. Look at red bar. Look at blue bar. Blue line is stonk, okay? Red is everyone coming in and then everyone leaving, and then retail is left holding the bags. Coming back 2018, dump. 2019, dump. 2019, dump. This is a good one. 2020, right? Pushed everyone out the window onto the deck. Okay, everyone's out on the party's on the deck. Everything's fine. You're standing there like, wow, we're really high up here. And then you look under, there's just like a few little pieces of wood holding it up, right? And this guy's like chipping away, and then boom, gone. We slide over here. Let's go all the way to where we are currently at. See that up there? But I don't see any orange over there. Hold on. Everyone has left the building. And just know this takes 3 weeks. It takes time. Since we're talking time, not I trade on the second, which you actually can. Good luck on that one. If you were to pull back, because that's why I say pull back, and let's look at the S&P 500, tradable SPY. If you guys want to learn how to do this, I would highly recommend you start with my swing trading. I do all of my courses for $199. You get 4 courses, 4 payments, and you get everything in your brain from learning how to start businesses to trading equities. That will get you on a path better than a college degree. In my opinion, I could say that because I went to college. Anyway, taught college. This pulling back was a falling wedge in the S&P 500. What happens in a falling wedge? It goes actually up. Some people are like, but if it's falling, why would it go up? Yeah, it's how it is. Rising wedge down, falling wedge up. That's this white line and that white line right there. See? Now, I have a couple other indicators. Also, if you want my indicator package, it's called the Bravo Toolkit or the Bravo Kit or whatever you want to call it. It sets it all up for you so you know how to trade. Also, if you take the course and you turn it on, you're like, oh, okay, I know what's going to happen. Anyways, it gave you a price target of all the way up there. It said if you break this falling wedge there, you have a price target. And I'm going to move this. And if you already, an experienced trader and you're like, oh, just give me these indicators are the most insane things ever. I mean, the guys that have worked with me and just about everyone's like, how is this even, how is it so possible that you're so accurate? I don't know. Luck of the draw. But once you've been trading long enough and you see patterns, you can put them into things like this. Now, looking at this, the green line is called the reactor. I call it a trampoline. It bounces off of that. As you saw, it bounced off of that. You break that, boom. My 9 came on. 9 means get out. If you are in, okay, I'm showing you this. If you're in my Bravo band, that's the purple area, okay? And you are overextended on the 9, guys, the pullback is going to be beautiful. Well, how beautiful, you ask? This is what's going to happen. It's going to come down here. It's going to retest the 200. And it's going to bounce off the trampoline, which might actually give you all-time highs. I don't know. All I know is, well, because people ask me this. They say, stock market go up or down? Like, yes. What you guys need to understand is I take measured moves. I don't know. All-time high, 50-50. All I can tell you from here is we have a 90% chance we're going to here. Now when we're in here, we have a 90% chance we're going to go here. But then after that, I don't know, slap salami on the wall. And also, it's hard for me because you want to know the news. So I come bring you the news. I'm not a macro guy. And it's hard to correlate, which I don't think you can. Just like you can't correlate economy and stock market. Again, measured moves. Take my courses so you get it. Like you're following along. If this just makes sense to you, like, maybe $199 per course. That seems like a deal. I mean, I did spend $300,000 on a university degree, and I found that I've learned nothing. Back to macro, back to the banks. Merrill Lynch to pay $12 million for failing to file hundreds of suspicious. I have to laugh at myself. I'm like, come on, brain. You got this one. You know it. You see it. Activity reports. So the banks are getting nailed. Like the Fed, the governments, you got to report these people that wear those red hats. That's the one side of it. And I'm not going to go out there and hold picket signs and be all political. And because that doesn't help me sip a margarita on a white sandy beach. Starting businesses and trading equities does. But I totally support you if you want to. If you're just like, no, you know what? I'd rather be an activist. Okay. All right, fine. Maybe you can do both. I don't know. But anyways, if you made it this far, do something. Maybe subscribe. Maybe take advantage of what I put down, you pick up, and you're like, wow, this really works. But anywho, love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.